morning. We are here at Nagashima Spa Land, which is meant to be like the Cedar Point of Asia. It looks really cool. There's 14 roller coasters here. We're heading to the Ultra Twister first, because we can all do that one, and it's one that David and I have wanted to do since we were little, since we used to put them in our roller coaster tycoon parks. So I'm quite excited. I'm not expecting it to be smooth, but I'm just excited to get on one. And also, we've got one like Demon Drop here that used to be at Cedar Point.
Wait, there's a Demon Drop at Cedar Point.
So I'm quite excited. No, it's not there anymore. It's at Dorney Park, but it was at Cedar Point years ago, Ted.
No, that's running.
Oh, and it's got one of these things. I hate these, but I've got to stop refusing them, otherwise David's going to get further and further ahead of me. So, unfortunately, Ted can't do Steel Dragon because it's age 10 plus and 1.4, and he's about 135. But we're hoping we can get him on the flying coaster because that's 135. So fingers crossed we can get him on that. And yeah, so we're going to go queue for the Ultra Twister. So if we get on it, we'll let you know our thoughts shortly.
And then we might go on this junk.
You might go on that junk, yeah. We're going to try and do the ones that are low capacity first before it gets too busy. And it's really loud here, so I'll catch you in a bit.
Who wants to go on that junk? I want to get that nice and early before it works. I'm going to go. Oh my god. Is it Cedar Point?
No.
Well then what? Wait for the Ultra.
Oh no. Oh no.
For machine maintenance and services is suspended.
So far, we're not impressed. We've gone to do the Ultra Twister and there's a sign saying it's down for maintenance when the planned maintenance is meant to be tomorrow. The shuttle loop, when we came in, is down because that is planned maintenance, which we saw on the website. Now Steel Dragon is shut due to high winds. Doesn't look like the free fall, the one like Demon Drop, is running. Is anything actually working in this park? It's absolutely ridiculous.
That mouse is running and that.
The mouse is running, which is rubbish.
And that rubbish.
And that green one is running, which is rubbish. Like the two coasters we really wanted aren't running at the moment. So we're not very happy.
So as Kelsey's saying, we thought we were going to do the Ultra Twister and Steel Dragon. Instead, we're doing this pile of crap.
That's insane, that thing.
Yeah, this is going to be a pain. Let's see how it goes. Anyway, let's go get a headache. So we went on that ride, and just like every one of those out there, it's a pile of pants. It's not fun. It's not something that you go on and come off and go, yeah, I want to ride that again. It's quite frankly a bit pants, and I would say stop building them, quite frankly. They are some of the worst coasters in the world. That one spins like hell. Spinning means that you end up in unnatural positions when you get pulled in the different directions, and that isn't fun at all. So, not impressed with the first roller coaster we got here today. Let's go get the free fall because these are normally unique.
Ow. If you want to live on that coaster, then you better push the handlebars forwards and lean backwards and brace yourself. That's the only way you can survive.
So here we are, we're going to go do the free fall. These things are normally good fun, so we're going to get these. Seeing the corkscrews running now, that's going to be fun. So this is an original Intamin freefall tower. So this will be getting on some age, but they look cool. Let's go. So we've just done the free fall drop tower, which is the old Intamin. That was really cool. How did you find it, Oliver? How did you find it, Ted?
I think the drop was actually pretty good, and then you went onto your back, which was a bit weird, and then you went down a little hill back into the station. Very weird, but very cool at the same time. Oh, and by the way, I also see that RMC running, so I hope we can get on that next, because that looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
I think, though, we're going to do this old Schwarzkopf that we've got here, then maybe the corkscrew whilst it's still early and not going too quick, and then we'll head over and do that. What do you think, Oliver?
I've got a song for a free fall coaster.
I wouldn't do that. It will be on YouTube forever if you're going to sing live.
Okay.
Oh, he chose against it. Good choice. You chose wisely. Anyway, what did you think?
It wasn't quite as smooth as I remember the Demon Drop at Cedar Point and whatever it's called now at Dorney. The actual ride was fine, the free fall onto your back, but it was the bangs. So the bang when you went up the lift hill, and then the bang when you were coming into the station as well. It's like bang, bang, bang. It was like, oh, this feels like it's falling apart. But yeah, still good. It's still weird, very weird feeling.
Cool. Okay, we're going to move, I think, forwards in a second, so see you in a bit. So we've done the arrows as well. I'm going to be honest here, this is going to be a bit of a rant. We've wanted to come to Japan for a very, very long time. For the culture, the people, and also the things that have been said about the parks. The park operations are absolutely atrocious over here. They really do suck. The Ultra Twister's down today where it says maintenance is going to start tomorrow, and Steel Dragon's down because we have a balmy breeze of 10 kilometers an hour, and it said it's down due to high winds. It's not great. And then we did the corkscrew there, and that corkscrew took half an hour, 30 minutes.
What? 2 hour queue.
Oh, I think we should look for a fast pass. This was 30 minutes to do 2 trains. That is all it was 2 trains, and they launched 2 trains in 30 minutes. That is absolutely horrendous. I don't know if we can get priority. Let's go and have a look and see if we can. Where's the priority booth? So we're just queuing up for the RMC, which is the Moby Dick. How are you feeling about the park so far?
I'm just so disappointed. I can't enjoy the day, really, to be honest. The Ultra Twister, which I wanted to do for absolute years. In fact, I'm so upset that I want to cry. So yeah, just get the camera off me.
Yeah, not happy. We double checked the site and everything, and then they've closed it down a day early for maintenance, and it's still saying on the site that it's not shut till tomorrow. We might have to have a look at the plans on the way back and see maybe if we can get a late admission or something and just see if we can jump on the other 2. But having Steel Dragon down for high winds today, there's not even a breeze in the sky, so to have 2 of the biggest coasters that you want to ride when you're here, bit naff. And the operations are ridiculous. If you look behind me here, that is a 2-hour queue. That is a 15-20 minute queue on something like Millennium Force in America. If you're at Europa Park, they'd be through them. The operations in Japan are absolutely crazy bad. I think it's worse than Dubai, and it's a shame because it's got some nice quirky roller coasters, and the bigger parts just aren't fun to do. It makes it feel like it's a grueling challenge.
And we have had to fast track this, which is another £5 each, so that's 20 quid just to fast track one ride. Because we don't want to queue for 2 hours, quite frankly, because we're already a little bit peeved off. But yeah, this is probably the next best coaster, isn't it?
Yeah, and quite frankly, if we can get the park done quickly, we might be able to get over to Monkey Park or something instead. Don't know how far away that was. But we'll see how we do, or we could just get over to Haraka earlier and over to Universal. But it's a bit of a shame. Sorry for the bit of a downer today, but it's just not great, this. So first of all, I'm going to apologise because I don't think we're going to... Oh, what bird is that? That bird's massive. So, sorry, back to the coasters. So, I am going to first of all apologise that this video is not going to have a lot of B-roll in it. The reason being is that it is 10 to 15 minutes between a coaster train. It is very, 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 very long queues because of how bad the operations are. But that ride was brilliant.
Yeah, that was a really good ride. What's it called? Moby Dick in English?
Yeah, Moby Dick.
Called something else in Japanese, but yeah, we love an RMC, don't we? And that was one of the better ones we've done, actually. It was fantastic. I know I'm in a bit of a bad mood because of Steel Dragon and the Ultra Twister, but that coaster was epic. I have to hand it to them, it was really good.
That was a really good RMC, I think. It's just so cool, the white and blue truck on it. The problem is, it's so slow loading. It's got like 3 trains on it, and it's still really slow. Oh, actually 2 I meant. And we bought Fast Pass for it, and it was still like 25 odd minutes. 30. Oh, I was close enough. Anyway, let me try to guess how many times my dad said very. I guess 11. What do you guess? 10. Whoever closer wins. How many times did you say it? How many times did you say it? Anyway, I really like that coaster, but he said 11. I would not queue for it. I would not queue 2 hours. Won't really queue 2 hours for any coaster, and I think that's probably more than 2 hours, because even on the stairs it took 30 minutes. Felt like 10 hours, but
I think they've just put an extra train on.
I don't know, I'm going to disagree with you. I think that, so what we're also talking about is that when we came back into the station, there was an empty train. And I think that they've got 2 trains on this, but they are so slow with the operations that they are sending out empty trains because they can't get the people through quick enough. As Oliver was saying, we joined that queue at 10 past and it is now 10 to. So that is actually a 40-minute queue near enough, and that was a priority pass, and we only had to do the stairs into the station. That is, that's terrible. And it is so patronising as well. When you get on there, they sit there and they will tell you constantly about the safety measures, how you have to sit, how you have to face, what you have to hold, where you have to hold, how tight your seatbelt has to be, how tight your harness has to be. And I get that you have safety. I completely respect the safety aspect, but this is where it's gone too far, to the point that if it's taking you 15 minutes to get a train out the station, that is too much. There is nothing else, there's nowhere else in the world, even Dubai would be as bad as that. It's just mad. Oh, hold it, we're going to get this on camera. What did you say, darling?
I just videoed an empty train.
Yeah. So what did you say? Did you say I was right?
Yeah. You didn't hear that.
We're keeping that on record. I'm a married man and I've been told I was correct by my wife. But, oh, I think we're actually going to maybe get some B-roll for you. Let me spin it round. To give a summary to those ramblings, I'd actually say we have a couple of very good coasters in an absolutely terrible park. The operations over here are pretty awful. I'm just not a fan of Japan for that, because you get in rides and you just spend hours, and it means that when you do find a good ride, you only really get to ride it once because that's half your day gone. Ladies and gentlemen, rant alert, rant alert, rant alert.
So every other train they're sending empty. So they've got 2 trains on this, but they're only filling 1 train. That's 3 trains we've just seen go round, every other one that are empty.
Yeah, like, have you ever seen that before? And that train has been on for over 2 hours now. Because I saw it going round empty earlier, it's still the same green one. So it isn't that they're warming it up or something, it is just being left completely empty. Absolutely bizarre. I've never seen anything like that. I have just never. Yeah, just wear your wheels down for no reason. I am causing a lot of static shocks today. I think this Temu Star Trek shirt isn't a good, Star Wars shirt isn't a particularly good shirt because I'm electrocuting everyone. Anyway, let's go see the other rides that we've got to get. We will probably get them done and then head off because I'm not that big a fan of it. So on that one, Ted was just millimetres underneath the height. Next time, Ted, next time. I know you're a bit disappointed, but to be honest with you, I think you've missed a bullet on that one. That rattles like hell. The pretzel loop was not comfortable at all on that because it rattled at the same time as you went round it. It wasn't great. It's sad actually.
Headbanger as well for me. Hurt my ears. Banged my head around and hurt my ears. And it really wasn't comfortable on the ankles as well.
I don't like it either. That pretzel loop.
Very intense.
Yeah. And also, everything about it. It was just terrible. Like, I feel a bit sick. I've never said that before about a roller coaster. Never felt sick on a roller coaster except that one.
I can understand that because I feel a little bit sick after that as well. Never get that, but yeah, not good.
I'm going to be honest. I'm really disappointed in Nagashima Spa Land. I expected this place to be one of my favourite parks on the trip. I prefer Suzuka Circuit. I'm not a fan.
It doesn't help the fact that the Ultra Twister and Steel Dragon are closed, which are like their main 2 attractions.
And we've got to win now. If it was this windy this morning, I would have understood. But this morning there was no wind. And they've had the thing shut all day due to high wind. So they didn't even bother opening it for the people there. It feels like a bit of a waste of coming here, to be honest with you. I think we could have done better to go to Monkey Park and back to that Spanish village.
Well, we only came for Steel Dragon and the Ultra Twister, didn't we? And they're both closed. Just the only redeeming one was the RMC. That was brilliant. But we've done loads of RMCs, so but it was brilliant. But disappointing.
I think Steel Dragon might open at 2. I hope it does. But in this wind, then they won't.
Yeah, I'm just hoping they had something saying 2 o'clock further down the entrance queue, but I doubt it.
4-1, Oliver.
Yeah, so we're going to go get the kiddie coasters, mop up the ticks, and call it a loss and move on. If you were passing so far, the only thing I'd say is Moby Dick. Which is the big white RMC. Everything else so far has been a bit trash.
Everything else is just rough. They've got 2 spinning mouse coasters here, side by side. I'm like, how tacky is that? Why do you need 2 side by side? Just.
opened.
What did?
This.
What are you talking about?
So we're a lot happier now because we were just walking past and by miracles and miracles the togo started working. So we've all been able to get on it. What did you think to it?
I loved it. It's so crazy. It's amazing. And yeah, I'm just so happy that it opened. We were walking from down there and I looked over and I went, can I see people in the station? I'm sure there's people in the station. And then we saw it go, didn't we? And we were like, run, quick.
So it's been worthwhile. What did you think to it?
I still don't know what that is. If you do know, leave it in the comments. But what the hell? Oh, that was good. That was weird but good. That was way better than I thought. I thought that was going to be as rough as heck. But yeah. Well, I think there was more. How many was there? Have they been like going?
What, the loops?
Well, no, these type of coasters.
There's only 3 of these on the planet. So there's one in Brazil and there's 2 here. So there's one in the Northern Ireland as well. But that's shut at the moment because it's too cold up there. Just to prove it is running, and we did get on it. I will take live footage of evidence that after 20 odd years of coaster counting, I've finally done an ultra twister, which has been on my bucket list since the day I started counting. Absolutely love that thing, it's brilliant. The brakes at the end, so just to give you an idea on the ride experience, you go backwards into what turns into a vertical lift hill. So you go backwards into a stop area, the whole track then turns 90 degrees, and then you travel vertically upwards up the tower. You then actually have what is not probably far off a vertical drop down into a high G airtime hill, and a high G bottom of a hill, and then a high G. Start that again. Go up the tower, you come down, you hit some pretty high G at the bottom of the hill, then you hit an airtime hill.
And then you hit a loop.
And then you start doing the heartline rolls. And it's just so weird being in the middle of the track and actually having the track go round you as you do it. And it's still really smooth. The thing that is not smooth though is the brakes at the other end. They slam on the brakes and you come to a very sudden stop. It then moves you into the next brake section and the brakes slam on even harder. The track then tilts backwards and then you get let go when you're about a 45-degree angle. It lets you go and you come back through and you do the heartline rolls again backwards on a straight bit of track. And it's just brilliant. I loved it.
From what I've heard, there used to be one in Texas. It's gone now, but I wonder what it was like. Do you know, Daddy?
I don't. The only one I'd also really like to get as well is the one up north, because that has a dive loop at the end. So you don't hit a brake run, you go straight and it turns the car around and you dive back round on yourself. What did you think to it though, Ted? Do you love this ride?
It's good. It's good. I'm going to say, except for the brakes, like Mummy said. My question was, by the way, did they only build 3 or have...
Oh no, there were many, many more, but they've all gone. But it's great, we got a classic, hurrah! So okay guys, let's have a test of this. It is currently 25 to 2. This is a single row straight up to the station for a kiddie coaster. Let's see how good the operations are. 25 to 2, let's see what time we get off. So there is 46 people ahead of us, 46. So as I said, it's 25 to 2, 46 people ahead of us. How long do you think it will take them to get 46 people on? I reckon each train is probably holding, we'll actually also have a look at how many each train is holding so we can work out what the dispatch time is. So in the UK, they normally dispatch within 90 seconds. Let's see what it is here. What's your guess? How long do you think it's going to be for us to get on?
25 minutes.
25? Higher or lower, Oliver?
Lower, I'm going to go for 23.7, and...
So Oliver's saying 24.
No, I'm saying 20.
No, you're saying 24. What are you saying? What are you saying? How long do you think it'll be? 25.
Can I-
Your mommy said he's saying 24.
No, I'm saying 23.
No, you're not. You're saying 24.
Can I think about it? Fine, 23.
No. Come on, quick answer. Quick, go.
Okay, 22 and 55 seconds.
So 23. He's saying 23. You're saying 24.
I literally just said 22.
No, we're not doing the. No, you didn't. You said instead 55 seconds, rounding up to 53.
Okay, fine, I meant.
I'm going to go 26. Who do you think's going to win?
Me!
Lay your odds down on the cards now. Lay your odds. I'm going to go with more than 26. So I'm going to claim victory on that. That was. It is now just gone 5 past. So there were 3 trains. 3. Count them. 3 trains. And each train could carry 20 people. I think it was 20. It might have been 22. So we are talking somewhere, because that took half an hour for 50 people to get through, with the fact that they have a few empty seats here or there, is effectively making that ride have a capacity of 100 per hour. We are really down to 100 per hour for a mine train. Could you imagine that in the UK, what would happen at Alton Towers if you only got 100 people through in an hour? You would have absolute bedlam and complaints everywhere. It is pretty awful. What do you think, Oliver?
Agreed. Literally everything agreed.
Yeah, it is just so frustrating when you're here. You can see the queues are really short, but you can't get on a damn thing because they're sitting there giving you a 20-minute lecture on how you have to ride it, even on a blinking mine train that is incredibly short. Anyway, we're going to go mop up the rest of the coasters. The next one is going to be this little powered Peter Pan coaster, I think. And it might be the first one that we only have to queue 10 minutes because there's only 4 people in front of us. So that might be an hour queue. Let's see how we do. So, something that we're actually going to be positive on with the park is the food prices. You can get things like sausage on a stick, pile of fries, or a pizza on a stick that we're going for now, and they're all £2.50-ish each, a little bit less. If you were over at a Merlin Park, that's probably more £8-9 each, isn't it? They are very expensive.
The American parks are pretty expensive as well, aren't they?
Yeah, in America I've seen it where they're charging over, was it $16.99 or $17.99 for a slice of pizza? And it was just absolutely insane. The things though that we do find frustrating is, I don't know if you can see it here, but if you look, those trees are not exactly swaying hard in the gale force winds that we have. We have a light breeze, and the Steel Dragon is shut due to wind. So I'm just not sure that that's true. But at least we've got on the Ultra Twister. We knew the shuttle was going to be down. I think we're going to go jump in the line for the mouse. But that's 45 minutes for a mouse, which is probably on the limit of what I was willing to do. But we thought we may as well go grab it for the end of the day, and then we're going to get shooting off over to Osaka.
We'll ride on the Ultra Twister maybe?
Yeah, we might as well go again on the Ultra Twister. The queue's not too long. Okay, let's go get things. Ted's really enjoying his chips.
I dropped a chip.
Oh no, 2-second rule, like the car park said. That's an in-joke. The car park, every time we took a ticket over at Disney, went 2-second rule. Anyway, wait for the pizza, we'll get over to the mouse. Currently doing the longest mouse queue in the world. At any fair in the UK or Germany, this would be about 10-15 minutes. Here, this is probably going to be about an hour. And they only have one side of the mouse that's running, or mice running. But yeah, let's see how it goes. So we got the sadness that Steel Dragon's still down. It's not going to open today. I think we're going to go get ourselves going. They're saying that the wind speed's 20 metres per second up top, but I don't believe it because the trees are hardly moving. It's a shame, but we'll go get one more ride and then head off.
So, my me and Oliver are now coming off the corkscrew. We're going to see their opinions in a minute. I think they're coming off down that path. And
Here they come.
oh, yep, here they come. Oh, there they are. Back of the queue, of course. So, I think this park is actually, this is an okay park. It would have been bad at the Ultra Twist. Oh, here they are.
So how did you find it, darling?
Yeah, it was all right actually. Not too bad for Arrow's looper. But it's literally just two corkscrews and then you're done. So even if it was horrendously rough, at least it's over quite quick.
What did you think to it, Oliver?
Tick, done, never to be done again.
Okay, fair enough. So we're going to go one more time on the Ultra Twister. So gutted about Steel Dragon. We might have a look, see if we can get it on the way back when we're here on Saturday, see if we can just nip in. But, oh well. A little bit of a longer queue now. Not too bad though, so hopefully it won't be long.
Okay, so we've just been on the Ultra Twister again for the third time. You can see it at the back. Going up. See it? There you go. It's about to go down. There we go. Because unfortunately Steel Dragon did not open all day. And we're all very disappointed. Not Ted, because Ted wasn't tall enough to ride it anyway. So he was upset that he couldn't ride it anyway. But none of us have managed to get it because it's been closed all day because of a little bit of wind, apparently. And as you can see, blue skies. It's a beautiful day. We purposely chose this day. We checked the weather forecast, chose this day because it was going to be a nice day. Gutted. Absolutely gutted. That is the problem with our hobby. You just never know what's going to be closed when you arrive at these places. But when you travel halfway around the world to somewhere like Japan, it's even more gutting because you can't just pop back to the park. We're trying to look to see if we can pop back at some point on the way back through this area, but I'm not sure whether we can. Well, we'll have to see. And even then, we don't know if it's going to be open or not. But yeah, the Ultra Twister was awesome. And the RMC here was very, very good as well. So it's a couple of good coasters. The rest are just generic though. And as David's probably already said, the park operations are a bit naff. They're really slow. They have weird rules here. They get you to sit down on roller coasters and then they show you all these like flip boards that you have to do all these things, like keep your head back and all this. Just find it a little bit patronising and a little bit OTT. Personally, I prefer it when we go to Europe because they're just like, yep, get on as fast as you can. And then off you go. But yeah, we're just leaving the park now.
I think, as Kelsey said, it's getting to the point for me now where I'm finding it quite frustrating. It's where you've got it and they're telling you off if you're not holding really tight on a junior mine train. Yeah, just went to get in the back. No, you're not allowed in the back. We have to wait for other people to turn up to get in the back. It's just like, for frick's sake.
People right there that could have just gone in the middle.
It just gets silly.
Anywhere here, can you?
No, you have to be told what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and exactly in detail, every little bit. It's such a nanny state, and that I'm finding quite frustrating. I don't mean to sound ungrateful.
The Japanese are really friendly. Like, they all wave to you and everything when you're going out.
Oh no, this isn't on the whole country. It is only the theme parks that we've experienced.
But yeah, I mean, I think they're just probably doing what they're told to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a little bit OTT, isn't it?
Yeah, it's actually to the point of being frustrating. You look at a queue of 100 people can easily take an hour here. And
we've even had safety videos on how to ride a roller coaster. Safety videos, like full 5-minute length videos. Ridiculous.
Yeah. And even some very small rides, they're asking Ted how old he is because they're saying that you have to be 10 to do some fairly child-tame rides. How have you found it overall?
So, I think at the start of the day, quite bad. Everything was shut except for that mouse and this junk here. It's that green one which is just a piece of junk. And then you got the RMC, which was just brilliant. kind of like Air Force One a bit. I honestly was not the biggest fan of this park. Mostly because the wide, what was it called again? I can't even be bothered to remember the name because they've sold it. What is it called? The big one?
Steel Dragon.
Yeah, Steel Dragon was sold. That's the roller coaster I really wanted to do on this trip, and it was closed. That's the roller coaster I really wanted to do now. But why couldn't they have something like the corkscrew or the blinking, that blinking thing over there? Ridiculous.
Oliver's not happy, are you?
Yeah, the other thing as well which annoys me is how loud they play the PA music here. It is full blast. Think almost like seaside town sort of fun fair sort of level loud music here. So I'm not a massive fan of that. But to be honest with you, if we're doing the star system, I would give this a 2.5, 3 star out of 5 park. It's right in the middle of the road. The problem is that my expectations for this were set as being something similar to Cedar Point but in Asia, and it's nowhere near that level of park.
I would give it a 2.5.
It doesn't have a good enough ride quality, too much of it's generic, and the park operations are absolutely horrendous. If I knew what I knew about this park now, it would not be a bucket list park like it has been for me for decades, and now I've done it, I'm very underwhelmed. Anyone else want to add anything else and put on a positive note?
I would give it a 2.3 star rating.
Anyone for a positive note? Anyone? Some of the staff are lovely.
The RMC was amazing. It is up there in the top 10 RMCs we've done. And I did love the Ultra Twister because I wanted to do one of those for so long, and I'm happy that I finally got to do one. So those are real big positives for me. Just really gutted about Steel Dragon 2000. Really gutted.
But anyway, so what should people do if they've enjoyed the content?
Like subscribe and comment and share and everything that's good.
And we've got Universal Studios Japan coming up in a couple of days, so we're excited for that one.
Also.
And if you want to get some videos ahead of the game, also follow us on Instagram, and are we on TikTok, darling? Whatever that is, TikTok. We're on TikTok. And some of the videos go up on there early. Anyway, everyone, have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video.
Hello. Did you think? Anyways, so my mum and Oliver are going on the corkscrew. Ow! Oh my god! Ow! My dad just gave me another static shock.